Yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's it. 180. 34. Drop deep, drop deep.
Now Newton on first down. He gets it to Thomas. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing is Newton. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton. 16 yards, a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Back to you.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's scared.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
It's third and 11.
Mike 34. 8. Express. Well, Mike 34. Mike 34. You're not wrong. You're not ready. 34 is the Mike. 34 is the Mike.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
30 base.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Great. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Kill.
From the end zone, Newton. It's caught by OBJ. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
You better be afraid of me. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. No. Great. Alert 3.
On 2nd and a yard. Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
You. Express. 8.
From the 38, Newton. Flushed out right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Check, boys. Gun. 37's the mic. There we go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And Thomas has it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Newton now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Operating from the gun. Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36. Newton, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
47, Mike, 47, Mike, 47. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
Newton on first down. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Great. Gun. Watch twist.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 14. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
51, Mike 51. He runs. Express. Ringo. Hayward.
Now it's Newton. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Locke to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling?
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Block will try again on 2nd down. This is caught. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll look to run with Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
12 yards there and a first down. From the gun, Newton. Complete to Wright. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Newton. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That was third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
He's coming. Check him. So don't say nothing.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second down. Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. 54. Mike, 54. Come on, baby, come on. Go. Set, go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Open man here is Hamilton. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That's what I'm talking about.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw it is Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got a man, it's right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Newton throwing again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option to run and play action maybe.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Manhertz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Foxtrot, 18 Gator. Get it.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second and 6, Locke. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
That's a touchdown right there.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shane Ray. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Newton to throw. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. To throw is Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing is Newton. And this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. Flush to his right. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf.
Clock now on 1st down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, 28 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On second down, McCaffrey. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he slides to avoid the hit. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, that's a lot to... This is caught inside the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead, and unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get us.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they take a knee. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.